Okay, so this is how I added weights to my Hanger 9 10cc Valiant with an electric setup. I wanted to balance the CG, but make the weights that were added secure to the airframe without interfering with cooling, and above all to be removable and adjustable. I hate modifications that can't be removed without ripping up the underlying structure. Step 1, determine where to add the weight. The most obvious place in this plane is the mounting box behind the electric motor. So I decided to fashion a removable shelf to sit on the bottom of the mounting box so that it could be removed without damaging the mounting box itself. I used thin CA to soak that wooden shelf to harden the wood before working with it. I then hot glued the weights to the mounting shelf. I'm not sure if hot glue is the best, but I'm going to add another method you'll see of making it secure with wire. So I used seizing wire to pass through the fishing weights, and then created small wire loops through 2 drilled holes in the shelf, which will be used to bolt the shelf to the bottom of the motor box, and the bolt heads will be secured with the wires, much like the wiring of an electrical wall switch. The wire will secure all of the weights together as a single unit, so that if one of the weights' glue gives way, it will be held in place. This assembly, of course, should be inspected from time to time and re-glued as needed. It'll be easy because it will be entirely removable. Next, position the shelf in the mounting box. You'll need to angle it past those bolt heads in the box. Position bolts through the wire loops and into the holes in the shelf and through the bottom of the mounting box. The bolts I used were long, but it helped to manipulate them into position. When tightening the bolts, make sure the wire loops don't slip out, like when you're securing an electrical connection. Note that the ends of the wire are twisted together to create a single unit. I use locking nuts to secure the bolts from the bottom. And here's the finished project with the excess wire that's twisted together from the 2 ends, tucked under one of the vent holes and then up around the side and just looped into place. I believe this will hold just fine, and it won't come out unless I want it to.